All right, Mr. Ray here with Lesson 10 with the flute with Tamaja Emmons. Here we're going to be talking about feeling the downbeats and upbeats with repeating eighth notes. For Lesson 7, 8, and 9, we've been playing eighth notes using the E on the downbeats and the F on the upbeats so that you got the feel of popping your middle finger down every time that you played an E and lifting your finger up every time we played an F. But now we want to maintain that feel and perception of downbeats and upbeats while playing eighth notes using different pitches. It could be just the same pitch, okay? So just different pitches. And remember, you need to visualize where the downbeats and upbeats fall in every measure. They're just that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as you're popping through the measure. Now in this first exercise, we just have a whole note, and then I cut that whole note in half to get us 2 eighth notes. And then I cut those half notes in half to give us 4 quarter notes. Then I cut them in half again and give us eighth notes, joined by the single bar. And then we just go back the other way, all right, joining things back together. So it's just a bunch of fractions here that we're working out. So here comes number 1. Right. We just did that one just so you can get a concept of how, just to focus on the note values themselves and how to count them. Now, number 2, we're going to be moving around. Notice the note head is on the second line from the top, which is a D. This is the eighth note, Ds. And in your mind, you want to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you know that you've done 8 of these eighth notes. Then we move to an E, not on the second line anymore. It's on the top space. This is an E. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 of the right hand. Then we go to the F. Then we rest for 4 beats. Then back to the E and then down to the D. So let's try number 2. Two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And then we'll go to number 3. We're just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. See, we've seen this pattern before. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And then I'm returning to that concept of the E coming on the downbeat, the F coming on the upbeat. So you lift up your fingers, you pop that F right there. And then kind of more of the same right here. So let's try number 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Wonderful. Now here, number 4, it's kind of like the way I wrote this, it's sort of like a background part in some piece of music. What it does is it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right. So let's try number 4. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Right, and notice how Tamaja just started soft right there. And typically you'll just see this little sideways V. You won't see this right here, the start soft text right there. But we're just trying to condition ourselves to that's what we always do when we see a crescendo. All right, moving on now to exercise number 5. You're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So a lot of popping of the upbeats right here throughout this exercise. Number 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 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 bum bum bum, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, right? That second line is 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2. We've not seen this before. You rest on the downbeat of 4 here in that measure, and you come in on the and of 4. So in measure 36 there, you're going to go 1 and 2, 3, and 1 and 2, 3. Oh, right here, this is different also. Here's beat 3 in measure 37. Here's measure 36. Here's measure 37. You'll go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So that's tricky. Sometimes you'll see it written this way. So maybe I should have written this as a quarter note. Maybe you should have 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So you got to imagine right there where beat 3 is, and then we're picking up on the end of 3 into beat 4. So let's try number 5. This is a tricky one. Yay. All right. And number 6, we're going 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Let me do that slower. Look at measure 44 goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1, 2, like that. So let's try number 6 now. All right, yay. Then finally, number 7, pretty simple. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. So this one's pretty simple. The second line right there, the second measure, measure 53, you're going to rest on the downbeat. You go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, like that. So let's try number 7. Four, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. All right. So this lesson 10, it's a lot of stuff. You have to really watch and count and go slowly on it, just thinking slowly. But this is a great one just to keep working on. May take several days, a week or so, just to work on that so you can get used to it. And practicing it slowly is very helpful to do that as well as you play through this. So that should give you a great example as to how to work on lesson number 10.